Welcome back to a 3-part series where I help you figure out when your sourdough is done bulk fermenting. As a reminder, bulk fermentation starts when the flour, water, and starter all mix together. In part 1, we went over physical cues, and in this part, we're going to go over how temperature plays a role in bulk fermentation and how you can utilize it to figure out when your dough is done bulk fermenting. Throughout this video, I'm going to be utilizing the Sourdough Journeys chart just because I feel like it's the easiest to read and it's one that I utilize all the time. I'm going to also go ahead and tag him below because I feel like his account is an amazing resource, especially if you're trying to get better at making your sourdough. For simplicity's sake, I'm just going to give you 3 things that you need to know when using temperature to figure out when your dough is done bulk fermenting. Number 1, the hotter your dough is, the quicker it is going to bulk ferment. So the hotter your dough is, the quicker it's going to get to that percentage rise and the quicker it's going to be done bulk fermenting. I like to stay around 80 degrees, but that is totally personal preference. It's hot here in Florida. That's usually where I land around, and I feel like it gives me a good crumb. Anything over like 84 degrees is going to really kind of, I don't know, it just messes the texture of your dough up, I've noticed, so I do not like to go that high. Number 2, just because your house is 72 degrees does not mean your dough is 72 degrees. I highly recommend just investing in a really simple thermometer that you can stick into your dough because my dough never bulk ferments at the same temperature as my room. Number 3, now that you know this information, please be wary of recipes that tell you to wait for your dough to double in size. Doubling in size really is just going to determine if your dough is around 75 degrees, just like the chart says. So just be sure to know that temperature is going to affect the amount of time you need to bulk